Oh, fuck, bro. What's up, guys, and welcome back, or if you're new, welcome to the channel. So today we are going to be heading over to the UC Vigilance, which is a like a massive naval spaceship that's in the United Colonies fleet, and we're actually going to, start a new mission for the Vanguard, where we have to infiltrate the Crimson Fleet, try and get some information, like essentially spy on them, try and get some information, some data. And hopefully we can like take them down, if that makes any sense. But some of the decisions we have to make along the way, are really tough. I really had a hard time, trying to pick, should I do this, should I do that? But it's gonna be interesting to see, in the future how some of my decisions kind of impact my relationship with either faction, because at some point they will, and it's gonna be pretty interesting to see. But I also have to say, this felt like a main mission, but it wasn't. So I gotta give a round of applause to Bethesda. They really did a great job at crafting quests in this game. And I had a blast. And at the end of the episode, we actually come across a pretty rare, pretty unique opportunity to make a lot of money. I'm not gonna say anything. If you guys haven't, played the game or gotten to this point, I'm not gonna say anything. So just spoil alerts. But, with that being said, I hope you guys are doing well today. Sit back, relax, and let's get this thing started. All right, well, this is so damn cool. We're about to dock with the UC Vigilance and meet up with Commander Akandi to kind of discuss the mission that we're about to do. We're about to infiltrate the Crimson Fleet, go undercover, so to speak. So I'm extremely excited. I'm enjoying this quest, the quest line so far. And this one seems to be like it's gonna be pretty interesting, this mission. I try to stay away from spoilers, so.
Captain Jeremy, hello.
What up, Vasco?
I'm satisfied to see that you survived your most.
Welcome aboard the UC Vigilance. Did you have any questions before I escort you to the commander? Yeah, listen to him carefully. The commander's a one-and-done kind of officer. In other words, he hates to repeat himself. Other than that, just observe standard military decorum, and it should keep you from serving any time on the ship's cleaning detail. I'm not authorized to divulge information about this vessel. Suffice to say, it's one of the toughest ships in the UC's arsenal. Understood? If you'd follow me, please. So, you're the Vanguard that took down that terramorph on Tau City.
Damn right.
Quite an impression around here. Everyone upstairs is talking about it. Yes? Damn. That must have been one hell of a firefight. I almost regret missing out on all the fun. Of course, we don't normally see that kind of action on the Vigilance, but we have our moments. All right, Vanguard. Take the lift up to Ops. Commander Akande should be waiting for you. Good luck.
All right, so we're gonna take the elevator. I just have to say too, it's cool to see you guys, finding out what type of faction you guys join. I know some people have joined all 4 major factions. I know people are sticking to like 1 or 2, so it's pretty cool to like see what you guys are doing, what kind of playthrough you guys are kind of running.
Yes. What?
But I just gotta say that, you know, this game has so much replayability. It's actually insane. Damn, they got a whole fucking command center going on right here.
Hello.
I'd like to brief you on the mission, so please, pay attention.
Yes, sir.
Ah, there you are. Commander Kibwe Kande, UC SysDev. Glad to have you aboard. I was beginning to think you were having second thoughts about Commander Tuala's offer.
You see...
UC SysDev is a division of the UC Navy. While they handle big picture stuff, we deal specifically with pirates. Since you're already involved with the Vanguard, I don't have to underline how important your contribution will be to the security of our spaceways. It appears he's certainly picked the right person for the job. So, now that you're part of the team, allow me to introduce you to your new home. This is the operations center of the UC Vigilance, SysDev's nerve center dedicated to the destruction of the Crimson Fleet.
Alright, so we're gonna try and get a little bit of a backstory on the Crimson Fleet. You know, I know a little bit, but I haven't really I mean, I've fought them, of course, in the game so far, or on my playthrough, but I don't really know, like, the backstory.
That's strange. According to your file, you've encountered them before. On Vectera, specifically. They were the pirates that attacked your mining outpost? I'm surprised you don't remember.
Bro, I remember them, but what the fuck? Alright, well.
We are currently in the Sol system, in deep orbit around Phobos. As to why, I'll explain momentarily. Which is precisely why we're taking a more clandestine approach. We need eyes and ears inside the Crimson Fleet. Someone who can feed us information, evidence, and expose their weaknesses. The catch is that you can't just knock on their front door and ask for an application. Getting inside is going to take some finesse. Let's get one thing straight right now, soldier. I don't care if you're from the Vanguard, the Navy, or the technician that scrapes the carbon scoring off the engine nozzles. In my eyes, your past service no longer matters. You're now an agent of SysDev, meaning that it's my job to keep you alive. I do. Our intelligence has managed to find a possible opening into the Crimson Fleet through Saoirse Bowden, one of their contacts. She works for the Trade Authority in Sidonia, so you'll be using a container of Aurora we've loaded on your ship to get her attention. Aurora is a Class A controlled substance that's illegal to transport outside of Neon, a city on Volai. Get caught with this stuff aboard a ship, and you're looking at some serious fines.
Where did you get that contraband? Probably a dumb question to ask.
You'd better hope so. Saoirse won't be easy to dupe. Once you bluff your way into the Crimson Fleet, then the operation proceeds to evidence gathering. That's where my second-in-command, Lieutenant Gillian Toft, comes into the picture. She'll explain everything you need to know. Let's just say my superiors need proof that engaging the Crimson Fleet is a larger priority than they're willing to admit. If we shove enough concrete evidence under their noses, they'll have no choice but to allocate the resources that I've requested. At the same time, we can use the evidence to arrest members of the Crimson Fleet, weakening them enough to strike a fatal blow.
This is the best plan you've got. We're both in trouble. You must have quite a bit of confidence in my abilities.
If I didn't have confidence in your abilities, I would have told Commander Tuala to send someone else. Remember, this entire operation rests on your ability to infiltrate the Crimson Fleet and bring us the evidence we need to take them down.
What if I get in over my head?
Then you better learn to swim, because you're diving right into the deep end on this one. I've studied your profile. I know you can do this. I'm not about to throw away someone's life on a whim or a prayer. Just use your best judgment, trust your instincts, and watch your back. I wouldn't expect any less. Look, before you begin, I want to make something perfectly clear. As an undercover operative for UC SysDev, you'll be expected to follow our code of conduct and ethics. Allow yourself to stray too far off the path, and you stand a good chance of spiraling out of control.
Stray too far off the path? Does he mean like, you know, becoming a part of the Crimson Fleet?
The Crimson Fleet doesn't follow the rules. They only abide by one thing: money. All of their morals and social graces fall by the wayside in pursuit of their greed. At first glance, this can appear quite enticing, so I'm warning you not to get lured into their trap. Think you can handle that?
What are they gonna do? Offer us like fucking 500,000 credits?
To put it simply, you can't go into every situation with guns blazing. Think before you act. Calculate what you're doing and pull the trigger only when it's absolutely necessary. At the end of the day,
yeah, but what if I want to?
Your primary goal is taking down the Crimson Fleet. That's the greater good.
What if I just want to blow their heads off, get it over with?
That's what I wanted to hear. Anyway, it's time to hand you over to Lieutenant Toft. She'll brief you about the details of the evidence-gathering portion of the operation. Now, get out of here, and good luck.
Thank you. I guess we could still ask him questions. All right, we're just gonna ask him.
While you're running with the Crimson Fleet, you're undoubtedly going to be faced with some morally gray decisions. It's going to be difficult for you to weigh the consequences of pulling the trigger while maintaining your cover. Do what you have to do, but remember why you're out there in the first place.
Maintaining my cover as a pirate and abiding by the law won't mix.
That's why I expect you to constantly seek alternative means to overcome your obstacles, rather than blowing holes in them. Look, I can see that you're struggling with this, so let me simplify this for you. If there's a route to your goal which doesn't involve killing innocent people, I'm urging you to follow that path. Use your instincts. I'm certain you'll do the right thing. For your own safety, nobody but myself and the crew of the Vigilance will be aware that you're working for the United Colonies. Basically, if you land in jail, you're going to have to deal with the fines. All we know is that she's been with the Trade Authority for years, which means she's been privy to some seriously shady deals. She's shrewd and she's diligent. The only reason we were able to connect her with the Crimson Fleet at all was thanks to an informant. I'm afraid she's the best lead we've got. That's easy to answer. You don't. We'll be monitoring your activities from the Vigilance and attempting to keep it within your vicinity. When you feel you've gathered enough evidence, and at the completion of your assignments, head back here for a debrief. Beyond that, you're completely on your own.
All right, so we're gonna go talk to this lieutenant.
we don't have a lot of time, so I need you to listen up. While you're working undercover, it's imperative that you gather as much evidence as possible. If you find any records that look suspicious or incriminating, you bring it to me. Is that understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, since it isn't every day we stumble across a criminal's fully written confession, we need to build a case against our suspects. The more evidence we acquire, the stronger our case becomes. And knowing the Crimson Fleet, they'll leave plenty of evidence for you to find.
I don't know about you guys, when I play like RPGs like this where I can pick dialogue options, there's just something, I don't know if it's just me or if you guys do this as well, but I try to pick every single dialogue option that I can just because I don't want to miss anything, if that makes any sense. So I might pick this and I already know why, but I just want to, like, I might pick this dialogue option, but I might know what she's gonna say or the reason why we need the physical evidence. But just because I want to hear the dialogue, I don't know. I don't know. Do you guys do that too? Like if you play RPGs, you just kind of pick every single dialogue option?
I'd scour every inch of wherever the Crimson Fleet sends you. Otherwise, you're wasting our time and risking your neck for nothing. Criminals are sloppy. Look hard enough and I'm certain you'll stumble across their mess. You better make it, because Commander Akande cashed in all his chips to get this operation off the ground. I want data slates, computer downloads, handwritten notes. Hell, I'll take anything if it'll get those bastards thrown into the brig.
Sounds like you have a personal vendetta against the fleets.
You're damn right I do. That minor skirmish you had with them on Vectera was nothing compared to the death and destruction those pirates leave behind. If you've seen what I've seen, you'd understand why I'm pushing you so hard. What? No, it's personal. It has nothing to do with you. Just stick to the mission and you'll be fine. That's all we're asking.
Let's get this thing started, all right?
Before you go, there's one more thing. Commander Akande has authorized a credit disbursement for each piece of evidence that you return, as compensation for your efforts.
That's very generous. I don't need payment to do what's right. Credits, now you're speaking my language.
Well, that's just it. You're not career military, are you? And speaking frankly, you're completely out of pocket during this operation. You'll be paying for your own supplies and other unexpected incidentals. So if I were you, I'd stop asking questions and accept the compensation.
Damn,
It's
lady.
not generous, it's motivational. Commander Akande's idea. All right, we've loaded a container of Aurora into your ship's cargo hold. We're also providing you with a sample you can use to tease the goods. We've cleared your ship for launch. Proceed to Sidonia. Make contact with Saoirse Bowden. And with any luck, she'll point you to the Crimson Fleet. That should do it. You're dismissed.
All right, so we got some Aurora samples.
I'll be here if you have any more questions.
Actually, you know what?
Is there anything else? Not really.
Let's ask her
No.
a couple things before
I've
we
learned
leave.
to keep my personal experiences separate from the job.
Wow, that was evasive as hell. All right.
Don't get me wrong. I appreciate that you care. It's just that I don't feel like now's an appropriate time to be discussing these things. Let's just stick to the job at hand.
Damn,
and
bro, you gonna
concentrate on
butt
the
in?
mission. But maybe we can talk about it some other time. Okay? We'll be keeping them close at hand until this operation is complete. So, we'll be holding them in the Vigilance's brig. If you're feeling particularly ruthless, you could always head down there and say hello. I'm sure they'll be thrilled to see you.
Provided it's safe.
Don't worry, the container's been registered with UC Security, so you shouldn't have any trouble. Even if you're scanned. Of course, if we find out you tried to sell it to someone outside the boundaries of this particular operation, well, I don't think I need to tell you the consequences of making that mistake.
So we can, you know,
Let me know if you need anything
but that's what's
else.
so cool is we literally have the freedom to do whatever the hell we want. So if we want to go sell this shipment to like, if we want to screw over the United Colonies and go and sell it to someone else, like we could.
Okay. Hello?
I think that's the best thing about Bethesda games, just the freedom that they allow the player. You know, kind of just to make their own story.
Hey, flyboy.
Alright, so we're gonna fly down to Sidonia and talk to this lady and see if we can get in touch with the Crimson Fleet. But what we're gonna have to do is change our fucking outfit. Because we can't be rolling up with the damn... Alright, where's Mars? Alright, there we are.
Sidonia can have a depressing effect on some people.
Alright, so we're gonna...
Oh, how are you?
So we're gonna go talk to this chick.
If you're here to buy or sell, you might want to talk to Octai. I'm busy. And by sensitive, I'm guessing you mean something you don't want UC Security sticking their noses into. I can probably help you with that. What have you got for me? Aurora, huh? Nice. A little too hot to handle, though. What else you got?
So I forgot, like, the trade authority, you know, they honestly don't care about right or wrong. They just kind of go where the money's at, if that makes sense. So you could facilitate deals through them because, you know, they really don't have any morals. Which is kind of cool, like, if you're trying to play a certain way.
All I'm going to point at is the ceiling, with my middle finger. Get that stuff out of here before UC Security catches on. Of course, if there's a finder's fee you're offering, I might, well, bend the rules a little bit.
What if I just blow your brains out and ask someone else? I refuse to pay for that information. Screw it, man.
You know, it's funny. Suddenly, I do remember someone
Yeah, I
who
bet
might
you
be
do,
able to
lady,
unlock
huh?
that stuff
I bet
for
you
ya.
fucking do.
There's a buddy of mine who runs with the Crimson Fleet. Goes by the name Adler Kemp. If he isn't passed out, you can find him killing the rest of his brain cells at the Broken Spear. Oh, and it's been a pleasure doing business with you.
Fuck you, lady. Alright, so we're gonna head on over here to the Broken Spear. Meet up with this Adler Kemp guy. But before we do that, let me see if I can pick any missions up. Alright, so we don't have any. Alright, never mind. We're gonna continue on.
Can't believe we're still pulling up huge mineral deposits after all this time. Unless you're here to serve me another drink, you can turn around and walk away.
Damn, bro.
Hey, why don't you say that a little louder? I don't think every single UC guard in Sidonia heard you. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think we can help you with this. If you've got a whole shipment of this stuff, you're going to need to move it fast. But you're going to have to do something for us first. You're a clever one, aren't you? Let's just say I have a certain influential affiliation. And leave it at that. Basically, you want that Aurora moved, I'm your guy. Yeah, well, she isn't running the show here. I am. Now listen up, because I'm not going to repeat myself. I need you to deal with a miner who's racked up a bunch of debt. Probably spent it all on booze, not that I blame him. Either way, I want that money back.
I want that money back.
Perfect. His name's Carl Fielding. I think you'll find him wandering around the Deimos miners' quarters. Don't worry, you can't miss him. Just look for the most miserable-looking guy in the entire place.
Alright, so we gotta go recover Carl's debts. So this should be pretty interesting. We might be tested for the very first time, you know. We might have to do something pretty fucking shady.
I have a pen pal in New Atlantis. We've never met in person, but she's still one of my best friends. 20 years ago, I moved to Sidonia on a whim. Never thought I'd stay for as long as I have. Not to get all sappy, but I lost a son in the war. It's been 20 years, but it still makes my brain a bit swirly thinking about it. Just never got to say goodbye, you know? That bugs me. So I come here to try and get peace. Joy and Horus? I think they get along well enough. Sure, they argue, but that's a good thing. Disagreement's healthy. What good are your beliefs if you never have to defend them? All right.
Alright, well, I thought we were gonna get like a little quest from that, but cool little dialogue. Alright, so we gotta talk to this. This is the guy right here. He looks like he's having a rough damn time. I'm about to make it even more miserable.
Adler Kemp. Who the heck is that? What? Play what games? You're obviously confusing me with someone else. Look, I'm tired. It's been a long day in the mines. I just want to go home, wash off the dust, and relax. This has been fun, though. Whatever.
I'll go back and tell Adler you said that.
Hey now. Take it easy there. Let me think about that person you mentioned. Adler, was it? Hmm? Oh, wait. You mean that Adler? Yeah, sorry. I thought you were talking about someone else. I told him I'd pay up next week when Deimos cuts our next profit share check. I'll even bring it to him personally. Sound good? Yeah? Come on! Give me a break! What the... Look, I haven't got a single credit to spare right now. Okay? You can't squeeze blood from a stone. You know? Right?
Promise to stop borrowing from Adler and I'll pay the debt for you. Man, this is tough. I'm not gonna attack his ass. We could try to persuade him. I mean, I don't want to pay the credits because I don't want to run the risk of it coming back like, oh shit, I paid his debt off and then I told the guy not to fucking do business with you or with the Adler guy.
What games? Why are you doing this to me? I don't have the money.
Is this really worth the risk? You could always make the money back later. I mean, I don't know if you can...
I might be able to take up a collection from some of my bodies. Sure. I guess I could ask for a 7-day shift. I don't know. Please, tell Adler I'm sorry for trying to wiggle out of the debt. I didn't have much of a choice.
All right, so we got the debt. You know, we had to do a little bit of persuading. Kind of get this guy to confess that he knew the guy to begin with, and then we got the freaking credits.
Detonation occurs
So that's
in 5, 4.
I think we're starting off on the right foot. You know, I didn't want to like pay his debt and then run the risk of us getting like found out. You know, because if we're just trying to, you know, join the Crimson Fleet, quote unquote,
Particle detonation concluded. It is now safe.
you know, we can't be, you know, the good guy type. We gotta be a fucking savage.
Ours was alright as far as
All right, bro. Here's the fucking money.
Something for me. There. Would you look at that? I knew that bum was holding out on me. He going to be a problem anymore? Or did he get the message? Nice. Nice. You're kind of a natural at this. Leaning on deadbeats comes easy to you. I like that. You know, if you like this kind of work, I can get you more. A lot more. You think you can handle running with my, associates? If you haven't figured that out by now, then maybe you aren't cut out for our line of work.
If you think they can handle me.
That's what I'm talking about. I like your style. All right. I'll call ahead and get a hold of Nevamora. She's second to the big boss himself. Head out to Europa. You'll find her there. I suggest you listen to whatever she has to say. Oh, and I've taken care of that Aurora shipment for you too. Don't spend all that cash in one place.
Oh, damn. So we leveled it up. We got some cash. And now we gotta head on over to Europa. Rook meets King. Such a cool title for a mission. Alright, so we're gonna jump on back over to the frontier and head on over to Europa. Fuck.
thinks you're good enough to join our crew.
Damn right I am.
You betting your life on that? Because the only way out of our organization is with a warhead up your grab drive. So, before I put you to work, let's get everything out in the open. I don't know if Adler mentioned it, and for his sake, I hope he hasn't. But you aren't about to sign up with any average pirate crew. You're signing up with the Crimson Fleet. That's if you get through this little task I have planned for you. There's a medical supply ship called the Ragana, jumping into Enceladus's orbit. On board that ship, you'll find a traitor named Austin Rake. I want him dead.
Alright, so we gotta kill somebody.
This job isn't about the loot, but I suppose every dog needs its scraps. Keep whatever worthless junk is on that ship. Just remember, the only thing that matters is that Rake dies. It's done when Rake stops breathing. Head back here when you're finished. And don't keep me waiting for long. I've been tracking Rick for months. He's making it tough, not gonna lie. He changes his location and identity so often, it's costing me a small fortune just to keep tabs. But you know what? It's worth every damn cred. He's made me look like a fool in front of Delgado, and I'm gonna have his head on a pike.
Alright, so why do you want him dead, lady?
Run with the fleet. Hell, I'm the one who vouched for him in the first place.
No, he's a traitor,
Back then, he had
but...
a different name and a different identity. He was a damn good earner, too. Brought in a ton of creds. Everything was fine until he wanted out. So he ran. And nobody, I mean, nobody, runs away from the fleet.
Alright, so we gotta head on over to... Let's see, I'm gonna pull up the map. We're gonna travel over to this moon orbiting Saturn. And I guess we're gonna have to fucking kill this guy. Or we're gonna have a tough decision to make. Because I'm sure...
This is Dmitry Moldavsky, pilot of the Ragana. We are a simple transport ship heading to New Homestead. We do not want any trouble.
Convince the Ragana to kill Austin Rake or find a way to spare Austin Rake.
I was afraid of that. Look, we are not built for combat. What is it you want exactly?
Alright, so we have a couple options here. The fleet wants Austin Rake dead. I'd like to board your ship and talk about how to spare him. Here's what's going to happen. You're going to open your hatch and I'm going to board. Man, this is really fucking tough. Because I don't want to kill him.
not have choice, do I? Okay, docking bay is open. Let's talk.
Alright, so I'm gonna do this. Hopefully we can talk, convince the Regana to kill. Okay. I don't want to ruin my cover.
I am not sure what to make of you being here. If you wanted to kill us, you could have done that from your ship. If you wanted our cargo, we could have jettisoned it. I guess I should just stop talking and let you say your piece.
Alright, so we can attack them. Just tell me which one of you is Austin Rake.
That is not something I am going to do, not until you reveal your intentions. As far as you are concerned, I am Austin Rake. You want him? You're going to have to kill me. Now, do you mind telling us what this is all about?
The fleet want Rake dead, but I want to resolve this without violence. I mean, we can get really scummy and have them kill him. But, I mean, he technically isn't a fucking Crimson Fleet pirate anymore, so... damn, man, this is tough.
You really do not know which one of us is Rake, do you? And you do not seem to care either, which makes me think you really want to save him. Okay, I have idea. We can strike his name from Manifest, make it so he was never on board. Then, when we dock, we will leave him on this ship and deliver him to another port.
The fleet won't buy that. Someone may need to die after all. Deliver him to... We might...
That is fair. We do not want any part of the fleet. Is that all right with you, Austin?
Do I have a choice?
It does not appear you do. Well then, it is agreed. You go back to your ship and we will make sure Rake was never on ours. And in case any of your handlers get suspicious, here. We had an extra crate of supplies loaded, in case one got damaged. This should be proof you were not here to bargain.
This unpleasantness aside, the people of New Homestead will be grateful for these supplies.
So now what? They're gonna put me in a sys-def prison? I'm not saying it's worse than death, but it's pretty damn close. If you ever get to the key, you better sleep with one eye open and 2 pistols loaded.
Alright, well I feel like we did the right thing here. You know what I mean? It's really tough, I'm not gonna lie. Because I don't know, fuck. You know, there might be a consequence to, you know, letting him live. But we're gonna find out real soon. But hopefully, you know, if they turn him into sys-def, you know, there's gonna be no trace of him, so you know they're not gonna be able to locate him and find out that he's still alive. So all right, so we're gonna head back on over to this chick's ship. Damn it. Yeah, at some point in time, we need to freaking update our ship. I feel like... I feel like we're not... You know, we still have some pretty basic-ass equipment in our ship. I'm gonna try and go loot this real quick. Alright, before we hail the ship, I'm gonna go loot these two things. Alright, so we gotta... Damn, so should we lie? Or should we say we ran into complications?
Huh. No kidding. That'll make Delgado happy, seeing as our hands are clean. I would have preferred if you hadn't left witnesses behind, but at least you got the job done. Anyway, you wanted into the Crimson Fleet? Well, you're in. Yep, it's that simple. Hope this business with Rakes taught you something. Because I'm about to stick my neck out and vouch for you. If you screw up, and I wind up looking like an asshole, I'm gonna send someone after you. We clear? You better stow that crap before you make me change my mind. Now that you know the deal, it's time to see what you signed up for. I'm gonna upload the coordinates for our headquarters in the Crick system. Spacers call it the key, the fleet calls it home. Head out there as soon as you can. Don't keep me waiting long.
Alright, so we gotta report to the Vigilance. So we're gonna head on over there to Mars, or to Phobos. The little asteroid.
This is UC Security. Prepare to be scanned for contraband.
Alright, so let me see. I don't know, I keep saying this, but at some point in time, I really need to just do a complete just build my ship completely from the ground up. I'm just trying to wait until I have, you know, a lot of money to kind of play with. But here we are. We're gonna go reports. Report to our superiors.
Hello, Captain.
Commander Conde wants to see you. Follow me. had a friend on the Regana. I hope I'll be able to see him next time we're on shore leave.
I mean, the thing that's kind of cool about the Vanguard is the fact that, you know, we're technically not in the military. You know, we're just civilian.
Howdy.
Essentially like hired guns, if that makes any
First
sense.
mission on the books and no casualties. Good work.
You have permission to speak freely. We got the message from the Regana about Austin Rick. We had him dropped off at a separate port, off the books. Suffice to say, he's got a lot to answer for.
Any point in trying to get Rick to give up information about the fleets?
That's something we're looking into, but it doesn't seem like he knows much. He might be better served as bait. For now, we'll keep him in the brig. Perhaps you could pay him a visit there sometime? I'm sure he'd be pleased to see you. That's a smart line to follow. Part of this role you're playing means having to make hard choices. Just remember not to lose yourself in the part. Oh, one more thing before we move on. For transparency's sake, you should know we were the ones that hired Ecliptic to attack Neva's ship. There was concern after what happened with the Regana that you might have trouble earning Neva's trust. Coming to her rescue ensured that would not be a problem. They are mercenaries for hire. If they are paid enough money, Ecliptic would attack the Vigilance. It wasn't terribly difficult to convince them to attack an isolated Crimson Fleet ship. Just expensive.
I could have died out there.
Ah, so I take it you have good news. Were you able to join the fleet? Then it worked. You're in. Sounds like everything is going as expected. Now it's time for the next phase of the mission.
Our intel on Saoirse was correct. After we received reports on your interaction with Adler Kemp, we picked up on your rendezvous with Neva Mora.
Our files indicate she's second in command, so getting on her good side will ensure you get into the Crimson Fleet. The woman has a record that could stretch across Sol and back. She started young as one of Neon's street rats, and worked her way up to second in command. She's a force to be reckoned with, so don't underestimate her. Yes, you passed your first test and you're still alive. But before we get too confident, that either means she suspects nothing, or she intends to make an example of you later. Just remember, these are ruthless criminals, so don't let your guard down.
And their ruthlessness is only surpassed by their cunning. You should proceed with caution, regardless of how well you think you've ingratiated yourself.
So what's next for you on Neva's agenda? Where you'll meet Delgado, no doubt.
Delgado is the leader of the Crimson Fleet. I have a profile here with some information on his background. You'll want to know the individual cadences of every member of the fleet, but Delgado's most of all.
In any case, now that you're with the fleet, you'll be operating independently. We will shadow you eventually, but we'll need to maintain our distance for now, especially while you're on the key. This will also give us time to bolster our defenses, should we need to engage with the fleet in the future.
Sir, on that note, shall we begin implementing the upgrade to our shields?
Immediately, Lieutenant. Notify the engineers and relay the information to the crew. I hope your entry into the fleet has overcome any doubts you may have had regarding your mission. It certainly increased my estimates on success. Keep up the good work. We'll expect further reports. Dismissed.
Alright, so we have to travel to the key. So I'm gonna pull up the map. I'm gonna go to missions. Oh, so we got a little side mission that it's just the overarching, you know, quest to gather audio logs and text logs. Yeah, so we gotta go way over here. So we're gonna travel to Cheyenne. Alright, so we're gonna have to travel to Narion first. And then travel to Cheyenne, and then travel to that system. But yeah, we definitely need to upgrade our ship. Especially now that we're kind of getting to, you know, Crimson Fleet territory. And we're going to be doing a little bit more space fighting or dog fighting.
Please maintain your current course while we scan.
Alright, so we should be able to jump. Alright, so we can't just jump straight there. We got to go here.
Alright, you're good. Welcome to Aquila City.
Alright, while we're here, we're just gonna scan it. So we got nickel, water, and cobalt. Alright, we found the Crimson Fleet base. Got one planet. Got a lot of damn moons. It's kind of interesting. This one has a lot of resources. But we're gonna go... What am I doing? Alright, so we're gonna fly on over here to the space station. There are a ton of Crimson Fleet ships docked at this damn station. It's actually pretty insane. Alright, so we gotta go speak to the chick that we helped.
You got your cut. Now get out of my face. You said the take was 10K, but it was 30. Big difference on 40% of 10
Jeremy
versus
greetings.
30. You wanted 4K, you got 4K. Not my problem. If you're stealing from me, you bet your ass it's your problem.
Oh shit, bro.
You kidding
How can I
me?
be of service,
Way to
Captain?
make a mess in front of my new roof.
Hey, steal from me and get caught. Better off dead.
Sounds like you did the fleet a favor. Now toss this body out of an airlock before it turns into a damn air freshener.
Man, they're fucking savages. Alright, can we loot him? Alright.
The hell took you so long? Forget how to grav jump or something?
Why did you miss me?
Please. It'd be one less sloppy rook whose mess I had to clean up. The last thing I need is another Austin rate getting cold feet. You want to leave the fleet? You pay the price. Not in credits, but in blood. Fair enough. Glad to see you showing some backbone. Just be careful that you can back up that attitude before you square off with someone who can kick your ass. But, all that aside, you made it. So now, you get to hear a nifty history lesson. Pencils ready? Good. This floating scrap heap you're standing on is called the Key. Used to be an old UC military star station, and now it's the fleet's base of operations. Might look a little beat up on the outside, but we keep it together.
I bet it really pisses the UC off that you're stationed here.
You think? And that's only part of it. I'll let Delgado fill you in on the whole story. He tells it better anyway. But I can give you the short version while we walk the station. Anyway, I'll tell you all about the Key. But it's better if I show you too. Follow me.
Alright, so we're gonna take a damn tour of this place. What is that?
All right. History time. So, the Key is in orbit around Suvorov. That's the very same ice ball where the United Colonies built a supermax prison they call the Lock.
The UC is so clever. Supermax prison, Lock, Key. Cute, huh?
Hello, everyone. I'm Gail Dunnigan of SSNN, and this is Galactalk. My guest tonight is one of the most notorious criminals in the settled systems. His ruthlessness and desire for wealth has landed him squarely at the top of the wanted list for every major law enforcement agency in the galaxy. I am, of course, speaking of the self-appointed leader of the Crimson Fleet himself, Jasper Crix. Good evening, Mr. Crix.
Good evening, Gail. Thank you for accepting my invitation.
Yes, well, being blindfolded and then grav jumped to what appears to be an abandoned mining facility isn't exactly what I'd call an invitation.
Well, I'm sure you're not surprised that your request for an interview would come with some very specific conditions.
Frankly, I was a bit surprised to receive any type of response at all. Would you mind telling me why you decided to do this interview?
Because there comes a time in every pirate's life where they have to make an extremely important decision. Do they take a leap and become one of the most legendary pirates in history? Or do they simply sputter on, subsisting on freighters and deep space privateers?
So are we to assume that you're taking the leap? That Jasper Crix is moving on to bigger and better things in his life?
That's spot on, Gail. That's exactly why you're here.
Interesting. Well then, would you mind sharing with us exactly what your particular leap entails?
In due time. There's no rush. In fact, I'd say we have at least 12 hours before the authorities trace this broadcast. Plenty of time to discuss whatever you like.
Oh, all right then. Perhaps the best place to start this interview would be at the beginning of your career.
Please, proceed.
That was quite the frickin' audio tape. Reckoner's Core.
Now, we've got everything the fleet needs right here. Of course, you've got to pay for it. Remember, on the Key,
Credits are king. What the hell is this?
All right, hang on, Nev. Before you get pissed, I've got my hands full.
Jasmine, sweetie, I'm trying to give a tour here. So you want to tell me why those damn doors are sealed?
It's called a malfunction. You know, that thing I spend most of my day dealing with. Believe me, my people are on it. Have a little faith for once.
Aw. And you, always, Angel. This here's Jasmine. You need anything for your ship, she's got you covered. We'll hit up the depot next since these doors have given out on us. So anyway, we were talking about the lock. About 100 years ago, the prisoners down there rioted and took over the place. After stealing some ships, they were actually able to make it up here and took over the key.
About time you brought us new blood, Neva. I was getting tired of trading with the same old faces.
You're just ticked everyone's getting wise to your ridiculous prices, Elutra. Anyway, welcome to the depot, Rook, where you'll be lucky if these blood-sucking leeches don't bleed you completely dry.
Whoa. It's not our fault that people don't appreciate how much it costs to get untraceable merchandise onto the key.
Neva's just whining because she thinks she lost a ton of cash selling us a shipment of gear. She should have done her homework.
Yeah, sure, laugh it up. I'll remember that next time I need something from you cheapskates. Let's move on. Back
We got a little
to my story.
weapon vendor area.
After the liberated prisoners grabbed the key, they established it as a base of operations and began pirating the spaceways. That was how the Crimson Fleet began. Of course, Jasper Cricks had a lot to do with all that, but we'll get to him later. Rook, meet Zuri, queen of the rare exports.
If I don't have it, you don't need it.
Neuroamps, blueprints. Hit her up and she'll take care of you.
Speaking of which, you still owe me for that last purchase, Neva. It's like 5 figures. Don't make me collect it the hard way.
The hard way? Oh no. Rook, protect me from Zuri's vengeance. Enough of the bullshit, Zuri. I'll pay you when I pay you. Deal with it. Got a problem with that? Take it up with the boss.
My prices may be high, but these goods ain't exactly easy to find.
I'm sure you know the deal there. He'll buy pretty much anything.
Got the trade authority.
Then we got our med bay on the left, run by the one and only Samina Mizra. She'll patch you up, if you've got the money. We don't run any free clinics up in here, you know? Okay, this is our final stop. Over there, you've got the last Nova, where Bog serves watered-down drinks at ridiculously exorbitant prices. And right here is the most important place on the entire station, the Reckoner's Core, run by the incomparable Shinya Voss.
Another new Rook, Neva? I can't believe Delgado still lets you recruit given what happened with the last one.
You mean Austin Rape? It's been taken care of, all right? I don't like loose ends, and this Rook is the one who tied it off.
Perhaps next time you'll try to be a bit more discerning regarding your choices. It's far more cost-effective.
Yeah, love you too, darling. Anyway, Shinya handles our lifeblood. The money. We call him our Reckoner, but if you ask me, he's actually a pain in the ass.
And Neva will slit your throat if she thinks you'll bleed creds.
Go to hell, boss. Take care of our new friend here, or I'll find a way to pull the pin on that little party popper in your chest. Anyway, Shinya will get you set up in our system. I've got real work to do. Once you're done, head upstairs and I'll introduce you to the boss.
Time for a proper introduction. I am Shinya Voss, the official reckoner for the Crimson Fleet. And since Neva so thoughtfully mentioned it, yes, this is a bomb embedded in my chest. And no, I'll never know the meaning of the word humble. In fact, I find Delgado's idea of a security measure to be quite empowering.
So he's got a damn bomb in his chest.
I see the bomb as a symbol of my importance, and it's a constant reminder to everyone of the sacrifice I was willing to make. The freedom I've given up, the pain, it's not something that just anyone has the resolve to bear. No. See, it doesn't work that way. You new members have no patience, no appreciation for history. Since I oversee the bulk of transactions and maintain all accounts for the fleet, I'm a prime target for information. Should our enemies capture me or I grew any semblance of a moral conscience, you might consider me the greatest threat we have. For Delgado, the bomb grants peace of mind and a certain degree of safety. It's why he's the boss. Of course, I'm not the first reckoner to bear a bomb under my ribcage, but Delgado was smart enough to continue the tradition. Now, let me get you set up. A moment while I convene with the core. Thanks to advanced modifications even Nugent would envy, I can interface directly with our mainframe and the Galbank network. This allows me to move and clean credits faster and more efficiently than any run-of-the-mill cyber runner.
Yeah?
There, you're done.
Looks sick. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty
All you
cool.
need now is Delgado's blessing, and you'll be one of us. None. Other than my chest and arm modifications, I am but a simple man. Is the interview over now? Can we get back to work? The perfect segue into my final subject. Thanks to our relations with contacts across the galaxy, we always have a steady stream of jobs available. I've granted you all the necessary permissions to access these listings at any time, using the computers that surround the core. Oh, you know, smuggling, piracy, taking things that aren't yours. Nothing that should keep you up at night. Well, depending on your methods. If Neva's chosen wisely, we certainly will. Now, I believe that covers all I have to say, so you can run along to Delgado. Take the elevator to the upper level. You should be able to find your way from there, I hope.
Alright, so we're about to officially...
All right, listen up. You can all stop complaining. Atrium to cargo bay doors have been repaired. Oh, and you're welcome, Nev.
So we're almost initiated into the Crimson Fleet. Fully undercover.
We may not have official security on the key, but we're always looking out for traders.
Need something?
So that's closed.
Every time I see Redley smile, I want to punch him in the face.
So I want to come over here and take a look at the weapons. Yeah, it was so crazy.
Rook?
Alright, so these are the general goods, weapons.
Need to have Jazz look at my graphics.
Well. Neva's new hotshot. I knew you'd find your way back to my little corner of the key. Everyone always does. Take a look around, genius. And don't tell me you've never laid eyes on a gun before. But just in case I need to spell it out for you, the merch I carry is known as weapons and ammunition. Get it? Hey, if you want to pour credits into my pocket, you won't hear any arguments from me. I carry most of the standard hardware. You know, kinetics, electromags, energy, even a few explosives. Occasionally, I stock a few smuggled items. Basically the stuff SysDev doesn't want you to play with. Just don't screw me over or I'll be inclined to give you a free demo. With your head as the target.
Lady, a fucking savage.
Not being intimidated by me is one thing. The fleet? That's another. A little advice, Sadiqi? The fleet's trust can't be bought. You earn it. You bleed for the fleet bleeds for you. Pure and simple. Anyone who says otherwise is either lying or getting ready to stab you in the back. Well, that was surprisingly easy. Most people just glaze over and learn the hard way. Maybe there's more to you than I thought.
All right, let's just see what you have, lady. Assassins refined a Kraken. Beowulf. Shoddy. Suppressed XM. That looks pretty fucking sick, but it's 13,000 credits. So maybe we won't buy anything. Or any weapons, I should say. I just kind of wanted to see.
See you around.
What
you
they
want to
what
survive? The right protective gear can make all the difference.
All right, let's see what you
Only
have,
the
bro.
best protective gear you can find.
Sniper spacesuit. That's pretty fucking sick. I do have to say that whoever designed the apparel in this game over at Bethesda deserves a lot of credit. Like, this shit is so cool. Like all the spacesuits, the helmets. Swashbuckler gear, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of see what they have.
Are you looking to start something?
Please tell me you know exactly what materials you need. Alright, let's get this over with.
Alright, so I need to buy a couple med packs if she has them. She only has one. Alright, so I might hop on over to the medical chick over in the other hallway.
Whatever.
Because I do need to find... Alright, let's see what you have.
If it's hard to find, I've probably got it. Hey, I'm always ready to take credits off your hands.
Hunter Wolf. Varun Painblade. Advanced Bounty Hunter spacesuit. That is pretty fucking sick. This gives you a plus 10% diplomacy chance, plus 10% instigation chance, space undersuit. I actually might buy one of those. So she's got some pretty interesting stuff.
Don't be a stranger.
All right, but we're gonna pop on over here to this little medical facility.
Is something wrong? First time visiting the infirmary, huh? Let me give you a piece of advice. Try not to get into too many bar fights. I'm trying to save my dwindling supplies for sale and pirates coming in off of raids.
Are you a real doctor?
I've done my time, but thanks to a malpractice suit, I've officially dropped the doctor title. Don't let that worry you. I'm still just as good, if not better, than half the surgeons at the clinic. That's what they all say, until they stumble in bleeding out on my floor. So here's what's what. You need med packs, curatives, preventatives, I've got you covered. At least as long as my current supply holds out. You need enhancers, legal or illegal? I've got those too. Hopefully that won't be often. Now, if you don't need anything else, I've got a particularly annoying supply issue to deal with.
I bet being a medic on the key keeps you pretty busy. I'm not gonna.
Sure.
I'm not gonna ask her about
my operating table.
That trying to help her out just yet. I'm gonna go meet up with the guy, the leader. But I am gonna buy these med packs. All right, we're gonna buy it. We got a couple med packs, which should help us out because we're actually running pretty damn low.
I used to work for a megacorp. Wore a monkey suit and everything.
What am I gonna do? I'm gonna equip. All right, before we do that, let me jump over to the bar. The last Nova.
Music in the Nova will get you in the mood for a job.
This is actually pretty sick, man. I'm not gonna lie.
I hope Bug has something strong enough to knock me out.
I mean, it looks like a shithole. Like trash everywhere.
Security on my tail, and my grav drive just chokes. And you know what I find back there? The fattest leech I've ever seen. Worm nearly got me dusted. Go out and do a job. It's you who ends up with all our credits.
My friend's got a point, Bug. Every pirate in this joint comes to the Nova for a drink.
Seems to me, instead of trawling deep space for stick change, you got a much bigger target right here at home.
Well, I was wondering when you'd wander my way. The name's Fergus Wickham, but you could call me Bog. Welcome to the last Nova, where the drinks are never free. Got it back in my experimental days. Before we fixed up Nova, she was a real boggy mess. Practically an indoor swamp. I figured some of what's growing around here could make some decent booze. Some might say I only got the booze part right. Well, then you've come to the right place, mate. Since it's your first time with us, I'm willing to make an exception to the rule and offer you my speciality. On the house. 1 free bottle of Bog's Grog.
That sounds disgusting, I'll take
I knew
it.
you'd be the adventurous type. And if you like it, you're in luck. Cheapest drink you can find, and guaranteed to drown those sorrows. Now that's a trade secret, mate, and a homegrown one at that. But nothing to worry about. I've been serving it up going on 20 years now. Only things that kill my customers are bullets and stupidity.
Anything you can tell me about the last Nova?
Nova wasn't always the lovely sight you see before you. She used to be a hydro farm and put up quite a fight when we decided to give her a makeover. Overgrown water everywhere. I almost gave up. But what's a proper home without a pub, eh? Plenty of options to wet your whistle.
Alright, so we're not gonna look at what he has because it's just gonna be like beer and shit.
Hey, Cap, you hiring? Got some baddies on my tail and I need a place to lay low.
It depends on who's after you. I'm not interested in making enemies.
Nah, no hard feelings. Life's tough enough without taking on
So if
someone
you-
else's enemies.
So it's cool. So if
I'll
we're
be around if you
we're
change your
doing
tune.
a you know, Crimson Fleet or a you know a pirate type of game playthrough, you know, that would be the person to talk to. But we're gonna head on over to the Delgado guy, the leader, and officially join the Crimson Fleet. Alright, before we head up on the elevator, I want to go check out these bunks.
Smuggling beats a real job any day.
Smuggling, stealing, pirating, there's a lot of ways to earn some scratch. And
It is. Looks like a fucking shithole. There's like garbage and trash all over the place. Alright, so we're gonna head on up. Talk to Delgado. Now we gotta go behind. Got some rooms. Captain's quarters. So it's like the different section. You know, downstairs is more of like the, you know, the normal like rookie area. Living quarters, I should say, and like the captain's quarters are up here. It's pretty fucking sick, I'm not gonna lie.
impress our other new recruit. So, now that we are all here, it's time to get down to business. The two of you are the only rooks that have made the latest cut. The rest, well, let's just say they won't be joining us ever again. Neva's willing to put her neck on the line and vouch for you, which means you've got what it takes to join the Crimson Fleet. If dealing with the Ragana was at the limit of your capabilities, then you have a serious problem on your hands. You are already in too deep to quit. And I can promise you, it only gets more difficult from here. All right, let's get started here. When you sign up with the Crimson Fleet, you're in it for the long haul. No one quits. No one retires. The only way out is death. You stay loyal or you pay the consequences. Fleet before friends. Fleet before family. Fleet before yourself.
Why would a pirate organization have so many rules?
Of course we have rules. If you think the Crimson Fleet was built on a lawless dream, think again. Our influence, our money, our respect comes from meticulous planning and every last soul in the fleet following my orders to the letter. That is why you need to learn to place the fleet before everything. Boss. Good. You're getting it already. I like that.
Can we get on with this? I want to get drunk at the last Nova.
I'm impressed. That is the first intelligent thing you have said this entire time, Mathis. Since you two seem so eager to move forward, let's get to your next job. Pack your cold weather gear, Rooks. Where we are going, you're going to need it.
Oh, God, don't tell me you're dragging him down to Suvorov for another one of your little initiation runs. 10 Johns to the surface, 12 dead Rooks. You'd think by now you would have given up on that goddamn campfire story.
Crix's legacy is no story, Neva. We've got fresh eyes in the fleet. And if these two want to impress, they're going to help me search those ruins.
I hope you're right, Dale. That new code we grabbed for the lot cost us a ton of credits. And a decent captain.
This initiation, as Neva calls it, is your chance to see where it all began. On Suvorov with Jasper Crix. Crix led the riots that gave birth to the Crimson Fleet. And if his legacy is still out there, we're going to be the ones to find it.
So we did get that little data shard with the audio tape where it was talking about, you know, I guess the guy who created the Crimson Fleet.
Before Crix left the fleet, he left a message talking about a major score. One that would set up the fleet to be a big player in the settled systems. Somewhere down the line, they started calling it Crix's legacy. And everyone who's tried to find it has wound up empty-handed, missing, or dead. If we're gonna beat those odds, we'll first need a lead. And I would wager we will find one on Suvorov.
Dale's leaving out the best part. That this whole search is based on a handful of words on a very old slate. Crix left a lot of big talk on that recording, and not a lot of facts. Some of us believe in it more than others.
Don't listen to her. When we get our hands on Crix's legacy, the fleet will be operating at a completely different level. We will become more than a match for UC Systef.
Want the fleet just become a larger target for UC Systef?
You forget the UC is still licking its wounds from the colony wars. They don't have the capability to mount a full-scale assault. And if they were foolish enough to attack, we would have the manpower to push those pendejos right back to Jemison. If we have Crix's legacy. Listen to the words that I am saying. The legacy is real. You will find that out in due time, provided you're willing to put in the work. Nothing worth having ever comes easy. Exactly. Now you're beginning to understand. Okay, enough discussion. We have got a lot of work to do. To that end, the next stop is the lock. I've had Jazz feed the coordinates into your ship's computer. Since Mathis doesn't have a ship, he's going to ride with me. I'll see you down there, Rook. Don't keep me waiting.
Sharks are too scared to take the key. Because it ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun.
I just have to say, guys, I'm loving the aesthetic. You know, the Crimson Fleet. It's pretty damn cool. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna pull up the star map. So we're gonna have to go down here to the lock, which is funny. We got the lock and the key. So we're gonna head on down to the surface. You know, it's frozen, it's got a standard O2. So we're gonna head back to our ship and head on down there and try and complete this initiation phase. Alright, so we gotta speak to Delgado. What I'm gonna do
About time you got here.
I told you you were wasting your time, Del.
I'm not taking anyone's side at anything. All I am doing is watching the both of you and waiting for one of you to do something stupid so I can put you on the ground. Yeah? We will see.
I mean, it's a straight out lie, but
I am running things around here, so
well,
keep
to him,
your mouth shut. Got that?
Fine.
All right. Listen up, because I am only going to go through this once. We are here to dig up any info about Grix's legacy. We are not here to scrap for loot. Whatever you pick up, don't think, don't get creative, bring it straight to me.
Why search the lock for information on Krieg's legacy?
Before he touched off the riots, Krieg spent time behind bars at the lock. If he cooked up any sort of a plan about his legacy, the trail has to start here. Oh, I don't know. I was really hoping for a huge sign on the wall saying, Grix's legacy clues here. Do I have to spell everything out? Look for data slates, notes, terminal entries? If you wrote a poem on a piece of toilet paper, I want it. It's so simple, even a rook like you can't screw it up.
Hold on, no scrapping. How the hell am I supposed to make money around here?
All right, that's enough. If either of you want to fly with the Crimson Fleet, then you need to follow one simple rule. When you're on a job, you do exactly what I say. No questions asked. If that doesn't work for you, just say so, and I will leave you on this ice ball without a ship. You will be dead within hours.
Yeah.
You know, we should have bought some Crimson Fleet apparel and like a spacesuit. I kind of regret not buying something. Just to kind of like fully like integrate ourselves.
Smartest thing you've said all day.
If I hear one more thing from either of you about getting paid for this job, I will put a bullet in your head myself. We have a lot of ground to cover between the landing area and the lock, so let's get moving.
All right, so I'm gonna pull out this one. But yeah, we should have bought a damn spacesuit. The hell is that? Alright, so we're gonna follow this little ice path.
Say your prayers.
God damn it!
The fuck? They up here? Oh, they're right here. Dude, I can't jump up the fucking... Alright, so I think we gotta make our way over here. Oh shit. They're like mole rats from Fallout. See if there's any loot over here. Got some fiber bones and an adhesive. That's pretty interesting. Alright, so I'm gonna come over here real quick. I'm gonna explore this little hab. I know we gotta go fucking complete the mission, but... Alright, we got a digipick lock. Got an urban eagle. We already have one of those, so I'm probably not gonna snag that. Yeah, so we need to be looking around for like any sort of information. Try and fucking scare my ass. Alright, so I'm gonna go up here real quick. There's a little box. There's a power circuit. Got another lock that we can, oh, so that's not right. Not right either, so it's got to be, it's not that one. What the hell? So not really worth our time. Alright, so we're gonna go over here and talk to Delgado. Alright, so we gotta actually go inside here to look for clues.
Here we are. The place where Jasper Griggs laid the groundwork for finding the legacy and eventually the Crimson Fleet. The lock. Around 5 years. Rumor says he started planning his escape the moment that he arrived.
Problem is that we don't know what's inside. All right, let's just do it.
Yeah, he needs to get this thing open, like, right now. It's freezing out here.
Then crank up your suit heat, Mathis, because it's probably not going to get much better once we are inside. All right, let's keep moving. Standing out here isn't doing us any good. This ID card cost a small fortune. Let's hope it pays off. We are in. Let's go.
All right, we're gonna see what we can find out here about this damn loot, this legacy.
First time I have been inside this part of the lock, so keep your eyes open. See anything unusual? Call it out. If it's hostile, take it down. Couldn't be slow.
How many people did the UC stick down here, Dal?
A couple of hundred at least. Might not look like much, but it was better than trying to survive on the surface.
And this thing is like barely holding together.
Even with the heating on, this place looks like a goddamn dump.
Now you know why the prisoners got fed up and looked to Cricks to lead them out of here.
And that's how the Crimson Fleet began. Yeah, we've all heard the story.
It's not a story, Mathis. It's history. Remember that. Now, keep your mouth shut and your eyes open.
I don't know if this is gonna be worth it, but all right, so that's not right. All right, so we got 2,000 credits. I guess it was kind of worth it. It's not a lot, but it's better than nothing. So there's a little office. Damn, bro. Guy's been dead for a long time. All right, before we go over there and help them out, let's read some of this shit. Lock intra-prison message system from Security Chief Sally Pritchard. Transfer area guard station, prisoner arrival procedures. Please use this message as an addendum to the Lock Handbook, Section 17. As of the receipt of this message, prisoner arrival procedures are to change as follows. Confirm prisoner identity. Yada, yada, yada. Security Officer Kyung Lim. Day shift, 24/7. So just some slang. Here's a list of this month's confiscated goods which were found during incoming prisoners' body cavity searches. Damn, they were finding shivs, illicit substances, cred sticks, data drives, and a submachine gun. Alright, so we're gonna speak to Delgado. We just saved his ass. And these things just fucking pop out of nowhere.
Must be a nest. I bet these things are crawling all over the place.
Yeah, and their buddies probably heard us firing from about 1 kilometer away. Hallelujah. If we weren't on this job with Delgado, I'd drop you for saying that.
Enough already! I should have known better than to bring both of you at the same time. Now let's see. Looks like we are inside some sort of prisoner transfer area, but everything is locked down tight. Since you are such good friends, why don't you and Mathis head up to that control room and see if you can get some more of these doors open?
Alright, so we're gonna proceed to the control room. But let me loot some shit real quick. This guy trying to recover from his wounds or something. Got some prison scrubs. All right, let's go over this way. There's a little hallway over there. I guess we gotta go this way before we can access that. So we'll just stay on task, complete the fucking objective. Try to get... Oh shit!
Damn it!
So the thing's about to freaking collapse. The hell? It's gotta be that one, right? That doesn't make any fucking sense. Oh, well, there we go. Now it makes sense.
Well, this is just great. The hell are we supposed to do now?
I don't see your body, bro, but,
Yeah, sure. I've got a few spare months to cut through all that rock and ice. Let's face it, we're on our own now. Why? Because that's what his loyal little soldiers are supposed to do? The hell with that. I have a better plan. We use this opportunity to take out Delgado, and at the same time...
Oh, this guy's gonna die, bro.
Serious credits for ourselves. Whoa, hang on. Give me a second to explain. Let's pretend for a second Delgado's correct, and there's information here about Crix's legacy. Once we get rid of him, we'll dig up the garbage ourselves and sell whatever we find to Neva. We'll be rolling in credits.
It's not gonna happen, buddy.
Suit yourself. You know, for a second there, I was almost starting to respect you.
No, you weren't.
Now, let's find a way out of here.
I don't even see where the fuck his body's at. Oh, he's over here. Alright, so we're gonna go this way.
I guess that's one way through.
And we got a spacesuit workbench, a weapons workbench. Actually, let me see. I'm in combat. Got some dead robots. Oh, so yeah, this is where that hallway was leading. Or this is, I guess, the entry into that hallway.
Hello? Hello? Use the intercom up there if you can.
UC must have burned some serious cash when they lost this place.
Is anyone up there? Quit screwing around and pick up! So the two of you made it, huh? Well, brush the dust off and listen up. We have obviously been cut off, so I need you to do two things. First, I want you to keep looking for a way to open the rest of the doors down here. Otherwise, I'm not going anywhere. And second, try and dig up whatever you can about Jasper Crix. You both got that?
How will I know if I find anything useful about Jasper Crix? Kind of dumb question.
Yeah? You'd better.
We got this shit, bro.
Not to get any bright ideas, or I will gut him myself.
We got it, man. I'm gonna figure this shit out. Alright, security controls. Override. Proceed to D block. There's a couple other things we can read. Lock intra-prison message system. Warden Tom Gillespie. Please be advised that all prisoners are to be classified and sent to their proper intake areas based on the following criteria. D block is high-risk prisoner units, so that's where we gotta go. Security Chief Sally Pritchard to transfer area operations, Jasper Crix prisoner arrival. Please be aware that we have a class 5 extremely dangerous, highly violent person transfer occurring today. He will be arriving on Shuttle 5 with a full escort detail. This individual is to be immediately transferred to D block after arrival. Do not attempt to search or perform standard medical examinations until the prisoner is in a secure location.
Attention. Lockdown mode has been rescinded.
If we get out of here, remind me to thank Delgado for hanging us out to dry.
What does the guy want to do? Like, he got cut off from us. Please be advised that we are taking all staff complaints regarding the intolerable temperatures within the lock very seriously. Unfortunately, our facility has been provided a poorly engineered heating system that is woefully insufficient to combat the cold, leaving some sections of the prison at temperatures as low as 5 degrees Celsius. Holy crap, bro. That's extremely cold. No wonder they were trying to fucking get out. Prison population has discovered a way to create improvised weapons by carving chunks of permafrost from cell block walls. So, yeah, it was the living conditions were extremely poor. I mean, I think any human being would be fucking trying to get out of this. It's pretty sick. Prison just built into the...
Looks like there's a guard tower over the cell block. We should check it out.
Built into the ice. This thing runs so fast. Alright, we got an old shotty. Could just jump this, but alright, let's see what's in here. Alright, so Frontier tire, so nothing special. We got the prison cells. We got a dead body in here. We're gonna go investigate. See what the fuck is going on. The Count of Monte Cristo. On the 24th of February, 1815, the lookout at Notre Dame de la Garde signaled the three master, the Pharaon from Smyrna, Trieste, and Naples. As usual, a pilot put off immediately and rounded the Chateau d'Ilf, got on board the vessel between Cape Morgio and Rion Island. I know I'm butchering these names, but we're just gonna fucking go with it. Immediately and according to custom, the ramparts of Fort Saint-Jean were covered with spectators. It is always an event in Marseille for a ship to come into port, especially when the ship, like the Pharaon, has been built, rigged, and laden at the old Fosse docks and belongs to an owner of the city. So cool. They actually got that in the game. Runny red Oliver Twist. Alright, so we can't get in there. Let me do this. Alright, so that doesn't work either. Unfortunately. Alright, so there's nothing in there either. I mean, what are you doing back there, bro? Dover Beach. It's like a little poem. Jake and the Inu, A Tale of Enlightenment. We're not gonna read all that. It's actually a cool helmet. So we're gonna speak to Mathis.
So, have you changed your mind yet? Yeah, right. You saw it back there. Those things, whatever they were, they've probably ripped him to shreds by now. Did the job for us. And if they haven't, we can still handle the job. We just have to get our hands a little dirty. Wouldn't be the first time, am I right? Of all the people to get trapped here with, why the hell did I get stuck with you, huh? Fine, have it your way.
Dude, I'm about to put a bullet in your brain, bro.
We've made it to the guard tower. What's our next move, genius? Keep doing what we've been doing. Right. Glad I asked. I suppose we should start off by searching the tower for the location of Crix's cell. If he stashed any useful information, it might still be hidden somewhere inside.
I know I've said this a lot, but the facial animations are just so good. Damn, we can't get that. Alright, so we gotta find prisoner records. Gotta find Crix's cell. Unlock D-block section 3. Open cells and D-block section 3. D-block has been designated as a high-risk prisoner unit, which means it will be housing some of the most dangerous offenders in our facility. Yada yada yada. Please note that security has come across items in cell D02-106 that could be the catalyst for a possible escape attempt. At the time I am sending this message, the particular cell was unoccupied, so regular inspections weren't being performed, meaning that our team overlooked the contents. Please keep this keep the cell sealed, and we will investigate after I handle some other issues that have suddenly popped onto my radar. So we have to...
03118. Okay. It's a place to start, I guess.
So do we need to open that cell? So we can go that way. The fuck is that, bro? This guy's fucking shooting stuff at us. He's a hunter. Or a hunter version of that fucking...
You don't want to mess with me!
Tell him, man. Requires computer. I thought we already did that. Did we unlock cell D? Or C? Or 2, I mean? Alright, so we gotta go back. Gun is not that accurate at range.
I'm gonna wipe the floor with you.
Alright, so we're gonna go back, unlock this cell block.
Look at this dude. I can't imagine being stuffed out here. Years old, eh? It's amazing this entire place hasn't collapsed by now.
Oh my god, bro.
Today, I bumped into someone in the mess hall yapping about a ship carrying a fortune in credits. I know it's usually bullshit, but he seemed to have details. After striking up a conversation, I found out the ship was a Galbank transport named Legacy that went down in some remote system during the war. This is exactly the score I'd been waiting to find. I need to contact Carter to let him know it's time to get off this rock. He'll help the mining details slip into the utility closet in the ventilation room. That's where we'll dig. Not up. rotating codes on all the terminals in the lock, so we'll have to coordinate this carefully. For now, we'll continue using his locker in the showers area as a drop point for the code to the utility closet. By this time next month, I should be out of this dump and uploading those creds into my account.
Alright, so there's a locker in the showers.
Was right. Criggs must have hit the Galbank transport and stashed away the money or something. And we play this right, we're gonna be filthy stinking rich in no time.
Alright, so we're gonna search Carter's locker. My God, man. These fucking things just don't quit. Alright, so we gotta try and unlock this damn cell block. It's gonna bug the hell out of me. Requires computer. Oh, here it is. Wow, guys.
Can you imagine how angry the prisoners were when they rioted? I would hate to have been one of the guards.
Alright, so we're gonna go over here and loot this cache. Cache. Got a shotty. Alright, we're gonna drop a couple things because we're actually fucking over encumbered. We're gonna get rid of that as well. I don't know if I'm gonna use shotties at all too much, so.
Okay, Carter. Confirming that the latest code to the utility room is 486111071. The mining crew tells me it'll take them a week to cut through the ice, so I'm giving you that long to square your end of the plan. When the tunnel reaches the armory, I'll get my people to start a riot. When you hear the fireworks go off, get your ass to the shuttle bay. We get one shot at this. If we play our cards right, this gets us one step closer to that fortune that went down with the legacy. You report any of this to the guards, well, you know what'll happen.
So we're gonna access Crick's escape tunnel. We also gotta return these. All right, so we got a few things for the. Damn, that shit scared the hell out of me. We gotta return, you know, some of this evidence to Lieutenant Toft. Yeah, I'm not dealing with you, bro. We got a workroom, but it's locked, unfortunately.
Here I thought we were going to be doing something fun, like rob a bank or something.
Alright, so we can proceed to the shuttle bay.
Was this an armory? Looks like they cleared this place out.
Dude, turn around. I mean, he was just like standing there getting fucking hit in the back. Come over here real quick and loot. Oh shit. Alright, so we need to put our helmet on so we can breathe, because we got some corrosive gas seeping in. Alright, we're not gonna loot any of that. I think one of those creatures is below us. Yeah, he's got some cred sticks on the ground. Got like the mess hall. I can't help myself. trying to fucking find anything that's... I feel like if I don't at least look and I just miss something, you know, that could end up being, you know, like extremely valuable, like I'm gonna regret it. Oh, fuck, bro. Try and take as many of these med packs as I can. Alright, so that's locked. Got some more showers. Decent amount of creds. So we're gonna go up that way.
Right behind the walls. Ugh.
All right, so we're heading back to the warden's office, or we're going to the warden's office. Not back. Use the intercom to speak to Delgado.
Looks like this was the warden's office. They built the office right next to the shuttle bay for quick escapes, I bet. Smart.
Where have you been? Pick up on the intercom. Took long enough. Quit screwing around and pick up.
Just give me 1 sec, bro. I found information about Crick's legacy, no thanks to Mathis, who barely lifted a finger to help.
I knew it. Everyone said I was out of my mind, but something told me we'd find the answers down here. Looks like I picked the right person for the job.
Hey, what the hell? This is bullshit, Delgado. I helped plenty.
Is that Mathis? Tell him to shut up. I will deal with him later.
Whatever.
Okay. Now all we have to do is find a way off of this planet. Let me see. Here we go. I'm looking at schematics for the lock, and I don't think there's a way to get you back to the surface from there. But I can open the outer doors to the shuttle bay and let you fly one of the shuttles down there directly up to the key.
If Mathis and I take a shuttle, how are you gonna get back?
According to the schematics, there is an emergency evacuation exit I can use to return to the surface. Then it's just a quick run across the ice to my ship, and I'll probably still beat you to the key.
What about my ship?
Don't worry about your ship. I will send some people down to get it. You just get your ass on that shuttle and get out of here. Good answer. You're learning fast.
Let's get the hell out of here. Because it's fucking cold.
One of these probably opens the door.
Shuttle bay activated. Initiating the icing process. Please stand by.
Yup. take a while, though. Those bay doors have not been opened in almost a century. You have done a hell of a job, Rook. We will talk when you get back to the key.
Alright, so we're gonna speak to Mathis.
Why the hell did you lie to Delgado about me? You didn't do all this work alone. Oh, come on. There's no need for that. You're right. Maybe I could have done more of the brain work. But hey, at least I helped you take out those things, whatever the hell they were, right? Look, about all that killing Delgado stuff, why don't we just forget about everything that I said? You know, like it never happened. Oh, you're gonna be like that, huh? Well, I guess I deserve it. Now, let's get the heck out of here.
Yeah, so I don't want to commit to like... Oh, so we gotta go this way. Like, I don't want to try and get the guy killed, but... I mean, he has been trying to get us killed. Was that? Oh my god, bro. I'm fucking stuck. Holy shit, bro. I need to get some fucking grenades out. Hold on. Throwables. Impact. Oh god, we're about to die, bro. Holy hell, bro. What the fuck was that? Alright, so we need to get the hell out of here. UC Prison's shuttle. So we're gonna take this on back to the key. Interesting quest line, I have to say. So you now have a new home ship. Your previous home ship has been added to your fleet. To retrieve ships in your fleet that you have left behind, go to a ship services technician at any major city and ask to view the ships that you own. From there, you can cycle through the ships in your fleet and select Make Home Ship to retrieve it. Alright, so we're gonna dock with the key. I wonder if we could probably sell this ship, make a decent amount of money. If I had to guess. Speak to Delgado.
Captain Jeremy, it is pleasant to see you.
I heard Isla's sister is some hardcore mercenary. I wouldn't get on her bad side.
So I think what I'm gonna do is
looking to start something? Because I'll finish it.
to shut the hell up, bro. I'm gonna retrieve my ship. That's probably gonna be the first thing that I do real quick before we talk to Delgado. So I gotta find that lady. Should be her.
As long as you put the fleet first, we won't have any.
So, looks like we got ourselves a new rook. Once again, I'm Jazz, resident engineer here. Like Neva said, you need ship parts, repairs? I'll hook you up. As long as your credits are good.
What's the deal with you and
Neva's mine.
Neva?
So don't be getting any ideas. She may be a little rough around the edges, but she's just looking out for her own. There's no one better to have your back. Neva's the only one who calls me that, amongst other things. To you and everyone else, it's just plain old Jazz. It may not be wider, but it's not on the books, if that's what you're getting at. I can guarantee your ship will be in good hands. So if you're looking for an upgrade, let me know. We got the best selection in the settled systems. Illegal, unregistered, recalled. We sell it all. No questions asked.
Will these parts show up on UC?
No. You buy from me, you're worry-free. I can't have my customers getting caught now, can I? That's bad for business. Anything that keeps the UC and Freestar Rangers off your tail is a must-have in my book. Just let me know when you want to talk business. If you've got the credits, I've got the time.
Alright, let's view my ship because I want to switch to my other one.
Let's take a look.
One of your ships is unregistered. You must register the ship before you can modify it. Yeah, Bethesda did such a great job at, designing each faction, making them, so damn unique. The quest lines, the lore, all that stuff is pretty damn cool. You can tell they definitely spent a lot of time.
The hell took you so long?
It's about time. I was about to fly down and loot your bodies.
Not now, neighbor. Well, you said you found something. Hand it over.
Gift slates. Where's my payment first?
That's it? Just one slate? After losing so much of our crew, it better be a map with a big red X on it. Well, I'll be damned. Legacy wasn't referring to Crix's fortune. It's the name of an actual ship. A Galbank transport probably loaded with credits.
Never heard any stories about a Gal Bank ship going down. And even if it had happened, it would have been picked clean years ago.
No, Neva. Think. If Galbank covered it up, and over time, the location was eventually forgotten, it wouldn't be on anyone's radar. Okay, this changes things. Now that we know what we are looking for, we have to narrow the search.
How do we know someone else hasn't found it? The legacy.
Because they would be rolling in so much cash, there is no way they could keep it quiet. It's like hitting a jackpot. Not to mention, they'd need someone with Shinya skills to keep the crypto tracing on the currency clean. And as far as Galbank goes, I doubt they would bother. Their bean counters would be too busy weighing the loss versus recovery costs. No, the legacy is out there, just waiting for us to find. I can feel it. Well, that is not necessarily true. Let us start with what we know. It was a Galbank ship, which means the company is going to have records of where it went down. Neva, weren't you working on a deal with Rokov? Something about a big-wig charity event on one of Trident's starliners?
Are you serious? I've been working on that gig for 3 months. That's my score.
Ay, Dios mío. Will you shut up about your score and think for a second? That starliner has a Galbank VIP suite aboard, which means... Come on, Neva. This isn't hard.
Which means a Galbank exec will be aboard. We grab their credentials and get ourselves into the Galbank archives in New Atlantis. Holy shit, that might actually work. I'll send a message to Rokov right away.
Pack your bags, Rook. You're going on vacation. And since you've earned it, take this gun with you. Might come in handy when Rokov screws everything up as usual.
We got a legendary pistol, Keel Hauler. Oh, what the hell? All right, we're gonna continue to ask a few questions, but I really want to check out this gun that we got.
That's what you're thinking. It's more of an office than a bank vault. Once you're inside, you'll be able to gain access to one of their computers and find out more about the legacy.
Who's Rokov?
Rokov is... well, he's Rokov. A real pain in the ass. He used to run with the fleet until we kicked him out. Lately, he has been using his long-hauling skills to captain a starliner for Trident. Gives us a contact within the company. He has been trying to get his foot back in the door with us for years. But I'm not ready to let him in just yet. Maybe you can use that to your advantage. Good, because that is exactly what you are going to be doing. Neva and I are too well known to walk around the starliner without being recognized. If Trident security spotted us, it'd be over. I need you to board that ship, make contact with Rokov, and get me those credentials.
Oh, you need other Galbank credentials. How do you expect me to leave things with Rokov?
You know what? I'm gonna leave that entirely up to you. If you think he's come through for us, you can promise him he'll get paid. But if he gets in your way, then you take him out. You'd better. Oh, before you leave, I wanted you to know that I took what you said about Mathis into consideration, and I've decided to cut him from the fleet.
Honestly, I'm surprised he made it off Suvorov in one piece.
Why are you letting Mathis's future hinge on my opinion?
Because you're the one that finished the job. You followed orders and you put your neck on the block to get that data to the key. As far as Mathis goes, I'm sure you had to drag him through the lock and prevent him from doing something as stupid. We'll see. That's it then. Next stop for you is Rokov Starliner, the Siren of the Stars. And remember, Rokov does not need to know anything about Grixis' legacy. For now, it's just between us. Now get out of here.
Hey, Rook, before you head out, I need to have a word with you. Meet me at the last Nova after you wrap things up with Mathis.
All right,
Hell
so we
of a
gotta.
job you did down there, Rook. Hell of a job.
So we gotta go speak to Mathis.
I got a bounty so big, the Trackers Alliance had to revamp their
Captains handle most of the patrols. We've earned that trust.
So this is getting pretty crazy. I'm not gonna lie, this quest. There's so many different things at play. The one thing I have a question about is like, why would we be entrusted to look for this damn legacy when we're only a rookie? You know what I mean?
Hey, I want to talk to you. Thanks to you, Delgado's cutting me from the fleet. Well, you know what? You better get your own fleet, because I'm coming after you. Oh, I see. You think you're some kind of big shot, is that it? Gonna show poor Mathis a little mercy now that you're Delgado's best buddy, yeah? Well, guess what? Your generosity is getting me kicked off the key. And that means you better watch your back.
Wait, dude, you wanted to kill him. I could go up there right now and say, hey, this fucking guy wanted to kill you. And he would, you know, literally just kill you right then and there.
Oh, I will, I can promise you that. Best part is, you won't even see it coming. Now get the hell out of me way!
Alright, so we're gonna speak to...
We may not have official security on the key.
The fleet's the only family you need. There you are. All right, look. I've been lining up a score with that asshole Rokoff on the Siren of the Stars for months. I'm not about to let a payday slip through my fingers. So guess what? You're gonna finish the job for me. I'm about to tell you, so shut up and listen. Rokoff's been tipping me off about some kind of bullshit charity event that the Siren of the Stars is hosting. At the event, they're gonna give away something called the Earth Savior Award, which is worth tens of thousands of credits. So it's simple. While you're on the Siren, swiping those Galbait credentials, I want you to grab that award and bring it to me.
Does the Galbank executive I'm looking for have anything to do with the award?
No. Dombrowski's only aboard to use the Galbank VIP suite, so he can catch a free ride at the company's expense. I'm sure he'll be there partying with the other spoiled brats, but I can guarantee he doesn't give a crap about what's going on at the event. From the pictures I've seen, the award is set with 12 blue diamonds and covered in gold filigree. If I get Jazz to take it apart, I can turn it into a hell of a lot of cash. And best of all, the components become untraceable.
But yeah, I prefer to remain.
I prefer to have the money that award's worth in my account. So you're just gonna have to deal with it. Look, you can make all the jokes and excuses you want. But if you don't come back with the ES award, I'm gonna deduct it from your pay. Either way, I get my money. How much you walk away with is in your own hands. Got it?
And we have so many different options to pick from.
Yeah? think Delgado's gonna back in a dispute? You, over me. Please. All right.
I don't know, lady.
We're done here. Now, get your ass to the siren and bring me my goods.
All right, so now we gotta go report mission progress on the UC Vigilance.
Good luck.
All right, guys, we're gonna end it there, but I just gotta say I'm loving this game so much. The factions are so well done, and it's kind of cool to see, you know, the United Colony, how they're intermingling. Like, we're spying on the Crimson Fleet for the United Colonies, and I don't know. Now we're on a treasure hunt. We're trying to find this legacy treasure from the guy that essentially created the Crimson Fleet. So now we're gonna head on over to a cruise liner and try and locate some credentials, and then we'll head on over to New Atlantis. But in the next episode, we'll go over to the Vigilance, report on what we've seen, what we've heard, and then continue the mission. I don't know if we'll get to a few side missions in the next episode. We'll kind of see, but I want to try and complete this main quest for this for the Vanguard, and then see what else we can do. But if you guys are enjoying the content, please smash that like button. You know, drop a comment down below. I want to hear from you guys. And if you guys are new to the channel, consider subscribing. And with that being said, take care, guys. Stay positive, and I'll see you in the next one.